Hi Aquarius, I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to January 2020. Happy New Year. So going to be general messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Guys, if the messages don't fit, please don't try to make them. And you know what we say, check your other signs, your rising sign, moon sign, and Venus, and understand the energies can be flip-flopped. And we're going to get right into that. So I'm going to be weaving in the transits and stuff that's happening in the sky in the reading, and we're going to start with getting a lay of the land for what's going to be happening with Aquarius for January 2020 with a Celtic cross. And then after that, I'm going to pull a spread on a person who is in your energy field right now that you're looking for some information on, how, you know, where they're at, and then how you view them. Okay, so let's get right into this, and then we'll pull a healing oracle at the end. Aquarius, January 2020. Okay, so the situation right now we have, you are the hangman. Okay, you're in a deep place of thinking, figuring things out. 10 of Wands is crossing you, so there's an end of a cycle somewhere. 10 of Cups reverse is crowning you. Not mad at that. The Hermit, ooh, there's a lot of pensive energy here. Very deep in your thoughts, okay? This is the foundation, by the way. This is your the recent past is the Page of Pentacles. Ooh, we have the Lover's card as your near future, okay? You right now, you are the Magician reverse, Aquarius. Then we have what's external, and external influence to you is the High Priest reverse, so we'll talk about that. 3 of Wands reverse is in your fear position, and the outcome energy is the 6 of Wands reverse, okay. All right, I feel like I get this, so. Right now, the Hangman energy, and the Hangman is about, you know, pressing the pause button and just, you know, not making any real moves, anything different than what you are doing right now. But this does show a lot of thought behind this. There's a lot of thinking going on here. There's a lot of checking out the landscape, looking at different options. And I really am getting, though, that there's not a lot of movement here. So very internal energy, very, very internal. And what's crossing you here is the 10 of Wands energy, which is interesting to me because this does indicate the end of a cycle. And it's the type of cycle where it's the cycle of the multitasker, first of all. So some of you may resonate with that, where it's just, you have a life that is just so busy between work and home responsibilities, and on top of that, you're dealing with things on the emotional front that you're trying to process. It's overwhelming. There is this overwhelming vibe here, and that is what the 10 of Wands is about, needing to put the wands down. And you are, and that's what this energy means. You're ending a cycle here, but because something has been really really bothering you regarding one area of your life, Aquarius, just really, really bothering you. And for a lot of Aquarians, it has to do with, you know, kind of like the path you're on. So something to just think about. But let's just talk about sort of in general, right? Relating to different things. The crowning energy you have is the 10 of Cups reverse. Now, this is still a very positive energy. But this makes sense to me because the 10 of Cups is reversed always because of something external to your situation, to your relationship, that's getting in the way of you being happy. So if you're not in a relationship, Aquarius, this could certainly have to do with your job. There is something external to you within your job that is getting in the way of you being ultimately happy. So that could be a really challenging boss, very difficult colleagues, a lack of opportunity, something happening within the company that's external. Maybe it's being sold. There's just something there that is getting in the way of you being peaceful and happy. If this is to do with an intimate relationship, this could be family members getting involved. This could be either you or your partner just kind of going off the right path for a time period. But it's this external thing that's getting in the way, and this is very easily turned right side up as long as some time passes and that situation has time to self-correct, right? Where the family is not given so much credit and so much value and importance, the friend circle, whatever this external thing that's getting in the way. For some of you, it may even be the fact that you guys are just at long distance. Maybe you have a long distance relationship, and that distance is that third element that's getting in the way. But it's any kind of third element, money issues, something like that, okay? But it's this idea of this external influence that's really standing in the way of you being happy. It's not coming from, like, it's not being generated from within you. This is the type of thing where it is an external circumstance. And you're in the Hermit energy here, in the foundation. You're really trying to process everything. Like, why is everything happening? This is you taking the mental space, you know, to really identify if this is, you know, is it you? Is it the other person? Like, why is everything happening? And guys, this is the energy of why. January is all about why. It really, really is. Not the how. This is, I'm telling all the signs this. In January, this is a time for everybody to get in touch with why is what's happening in your life happening? And why are you feeling the way you feel? You don't have to worry about how it's all going to roll out or how things could change, how things could be different, and how it's all going to work. That's all going to end up showing itself to you. Right now, just worry about the why. We have a lot of stuff going on. We have so much stuff going on this month, but particularly on January 10th, we have the full moon lunar eclipse at around 2:21 Eastern Standard Time. So, you know, make that relevant to whatever part of the world that you're living in. But it's at 20 degrees and 0 minutes of Cancer, opposite the sun at 20 degrees and 0 minutes of Capricorn. So this is powerful. And this is especially going to be impacting those with personal planets of like 15 to 25 degrees of the cardinal signs. So even though you guys are Aquarius and you're not a cardinal sign, you may have cardinal signs somewhere else in your chart. So definitely look at that, as it's going to be hitting cardinal signs the strongest, but everyone is going to be feeling it. Everyone. Absolutely everyone. But this is the thing having to do with this Ten of Cups energy. This eclipse is really focused on the thinking and communicating that's going on right now. So thoughts and words are likely to be really cold and disconnected and very calculated, with empathy and kindness like really being challenging to access right now. So I feel like this is happening external to you, and it's really kind of like a bullying mentality, and it's hard. Who can feel happy in that? Who can feel, and you're dealing with difficult personalities. So this is happening on the fixed star of Castor, which is going to create a lot of emotional sensitivity and a lot of nervous anxiety. You know, this could definitely be an issue right now where harsh words can end up causing permanent damage. You know, because you have the eclipses, but on that fixed star, it's like, you know, harsh words that are going to be really, really hurtful. But the good thing here, and what I do like, which I feel like this energy is going to be rolling out, is that Neptune's going to be trined here, which can definitely soften the oppressive nature of the eclipse and the surrounding energies, right? And we're also going to have Jupiter in there helping us out. But there's a lot of focus here, though, guys, all right? There's a very like we have Saturn conjuncting Pluto on January 10th. So you're going to be feeling very focused on goals and feeling very ambitious and motivated to fix problem areas in your life and get really honest about yourself with something. And you're identifying this Ten of Swords energy, Ten of Wands energy rather, because this is a problem. You know, and it's like a version of fear will be motivating all of us to build or rebuild a part of our lives. And this can mean transformation or can mean ending something. But it means like there's definitely change here. This is not going to stay the same, right? There's the end of a cycle here. And I feel like you're going to be feeling this very, very much so, particularly mid-month. Because again, January 12th, right? Try to remember that Saturn conjunct Pluto. And not that it's going to happen like that. A lot of you guys might even be feeling the energies now, and you're certainly going to be feeling it through to the summer, for sure. In your recent past, we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles was this, you being really, really willing to be part of this connection. So for some of you, this could be a job, right? That you started a new job, and you were feeling really excited about it, and there was a newness to it, but you were really happy. For some of you, this could be, and I really want you to apply it however it fits your life. For those of you who maybe are in college, this could show you started a new major, you know? But you end up, you're realizing that it's too much work and you're not going to be happy in it. You're just not going to be happy in it. This could be you being in a relationship and there just being issues, you know, rearing their head moving forward. And I'm saying that only because, I mean, we have this Ten of Wands energy. We have the Ten of Cups reverse, right? So there's this definite space of willingness and happiness when it started. But I feel like something started getting in the way, whether it was family, whether it's belief system, something with work, some sort of external something. And it's really putting you in a very pensive state. You're really trying to identify red flags in this situation, in this Hermit energy. But here you are right now in the current energy, you are the Magician reverse. The Magician reverse is a trickster energy. And this is you, Aquarius. So this is you really not wanting to go along with something, really not being willing to, how do I put this? I feel like you're not being 100% open and honest with somebody in your life, Aquarius, about what you feel, what you need, where you're at, and where you see yourself going. There's something that you're holding back here. And the thing is, I feel like it can certainly be, and the reason, let me hold that thought for a minute. Because we have the external influence to you is the High Priest reverse. This is equivalent to the Hierophant in the regular tarot. And in the reverse, it means that you're just not in touch with your moral code and you're not straight on what your belief system is. You're feeling very confused when it comes to what do you even want out of a relationship. But I feel like you kind of still, you're going along in this relationship, you're going along in this job, you're going along in this friendship, you know, Monday through Sunday, you're doing your thing. But I feel like inside of you, in this Hermit energy, you are really not in touch with, you know, that what you're saying and this role that you're playing with this person or in this situation is not something that's ultimately really comfortable for you or that you resonate with, and you're not being really honest about it. But the truth of the matter is, Aquarius, I feel like you're in a space of trying to figure out what it is exactly that you even want. As I feel like what you thought you wanted out of a relationship and what you thought you wanted out of a job or out of this friend circle, whatever it is, what you thought you wanted at one point, you did want at one point, but you're not resonating with it on some level, and you're really trying to figure out what it is that you want. And I feel like there's a little bit of fear here of you not being understood. We got the Three of Wands reverse in your fear position. This is you being afraid that there's not going to be a moving forward on this path with this person, you know, with this job, with this whatever it is, because I feel like on the one hand, you really do want to be with this person. You want to be in this situation. You want to be in this job. You want to maintain this friendship. But you just don't feel like it's resonating with you. And I don't know, Aquarius, is there healthy communication going on here? You know, we really have to figure out, is it them or maybe it's a piece of you that you're just not feeling settled with and it's impacting your relationship? I don't feel like there's malice here necessarily, but I do feel like there's some sort of omission going on here. So they say lying through omission. I just feel like you're not being completely forthcoming with a person or a situation in your life, but I feel like you're afraid to be that, you know? The Six of Wands reversed. And this indicates to me that you're feeling like you're not going to have victory with this person, with this job, with this situation, because you're not feeling respected and you're not feeling that level of motivation and passion that you'd like to feel and that you felt at one time, because it's reversed. It was there, now it's not. What happened? There's a sense of feeling disrespected here. You're just not feeling the same anymore. But in the future, we have the Lover's energy. So this does indicate to me that you're going to be getting in contact with what it is about this person or the situation that's troubling to you. And you guys are going to communicate it effectively, because the Lover's energy does indicate a recognition that things have not been completely fabulous and that there needs to be work done in certain parts of the relationship, and that you have a mutual commitment to working together to make that happen. It's not arriving yet. It's recognizing that there are issues that need to be worked through. And that's very healthy, because there's a mutual respect here, there's communication, and there's reciprocity here with the Lovers in how you figure it out. And this can go with an intimate partner, a friend. This can even go with a boss, where you guys sit down and have that conversation about, you know, where you feel like you're lacking in that position, or how you're not feeling challenged, or how you really would like some sort of promotion, or you really want to go in a different direction, and you having a really healthy conversation about it, right? You really tapping into what it is that you really need in your life, Aquarius. You're getting in touch with what it is that you really need in a way that speaks to you. Right? And again, I feel like whenever you started this thing with this person or this situation, it's not that you were being fake phony or anything like that. Not at all. I just feel like as you evolved in it, you started to realize that it's just not resonating with you on the level that you thought it would, or that you think it should, or that it did at one time. So there's definitely this change. We know that there is this change, but the ending is happening. But having this Lover's energy, I feel like there's going to be resolve, right? I do feel like there's going to be resolve with whatever is relevant for you in this area. Yeah. All right, so let's pull some energy on the person that you're dealing with. So if you're not in a relationship, this could be a good friend, a business partner, family member. Okay. So I'm going to pull how they're feeling, what's happening with them, and then what you're feeling. So this is how they're feeling regarding you. Okay. So Aquarius, whoever it is that you're dealing with right now, they feel like they're not going to have forward movement with you and a strong foundation. Because the Eight of Wands, I also, you know, I feel like for many of you, you're not even in contact with somebody here. Now, this doesn't have to have anything to do, actually, with the energy of the Celtic cross spread, just so that you guys know, okay? I mean, that could have dealt with work, and this could be an intimate relationship. You know, you have to understand how the energies go. But the Eight of Wands in the upright is about communication coming in, text message, phone call, email, good news coming in. They're being almost frenetic, fast movement forward into a firm foundation. And in the reverse, this is not happening. So the news is not coming in. I feel like there's not that contact. This is that they're feeling this, okay? So either they're not contacting you or you're not contacting them. I feel like they just feel like there's not this contact. There is this lack of movement forward. King of Swords energy. They don't feel like you've been honest with them. But, you know, we kind of know that, right? Just there's some sort of holding back from you, Aquarius, right? Yeah, I mean, that's what the King of Swords is there's a holding back, right? Because swords are words, swords are truth. So, you know, them vibing this level of dishonesty about them feeling that you didn't tell them everything, you just not being completely forthcoming and open and honest. And this really gave them a significant amount of anxiety. It really did. I mean, the Eight of Swords is about self-imprisonment. So they really had themselves up in their feels regarding this. But in the reverse, it does indicate that they are starting to come out of it. They are coming out of it. And they're really getting in touch with their spirituality and their faith and what they believe to be true, and really trying to figure out their side of the whys, why would happen, whatever, and their belief system, and what they really getting in touch with, recognizing where they may need some updating in their moral code and their way of framing reality. You know, really getting in touch with that, being very front and center with why they do what they do and why they run their life the way they run it. And, you know, where did their sense of perception regarding how relationship is supposed to look, where did that even come from? You know, their perception of work, where did that even come from? You know, and them really being very honest with themselves right now about it, but, you know, realizing in all of that there is not going to be this new beginning with you. This is what they're feeling right now, okay? So they're feeling like there's not going to be this new cycle with you. And there's a lack of motivation to do so, because they don't feel like you've been completely honest with them, and they feel like you guys are just no longer really aligned, if you were ever aligned, having to do with your faith and your belief system and how you each believe the situation should have rolled out. Could also certainly have to do with maybe you guys being of different faiths, you know, literally, and this being an issue for them. So for you, yeah, I mean, you're viewing that this situation is not something that's going to be able to be built. This is the architect energy. The architect is about building, right? You building with this person, and it's reverse. You feel like you can't. But, you know, listen, there's healing here, and there's disconnect. And there's recognition of everything that you guys have been through, and you're figuring out how you could take your lessons, move forward with the lessons, and leave the less than positive things behind. Yeah, I mean, you just don't feel like this Ten of Cups energy is going to happen with them. Isn't that interesting that came out the second time it came out? Because of some sort of external circumstance, some sort of external influence that Aquarius, you feel in your mind, they allow something external to get in the way of your relationship. So maybe they're allowing their family to get involved, they're allowing their kids to get involved, they're allowing their job to get involved, friends, whatever it is, or something external in that. Maybe it's some sort of addictive pattern that they have that's becoming an issue within the relationship. But then we have the Seven of Pentacles. You know, you still want to build with them, Aquarius. You still want to build with them. So while you feel like you can't build with them, you would very much like to have the Seven of Pentacles energy with them. And this is a very positive energy. It's the Four of the World plus the Three of the Trinity. And it's very practical 3D, what's necessary to start a new cycle as far as money goes, as far as connection and all of that. And you have this desire for this person. Yeah, but you just don't feel like your wish fulfillment's going to happen with this person, Aquarius. It's like you still have these feelings for them. You still envision them as being somebody that you can have this ultimate thing with, right? This ultimate connection, this building. But you really do need to ask yourself, are you feeling that because of a narrative that you've created regarding this person in your head that you might still be holding on to? Or is it based on elements about them in the 3D that you genuinely feel so connected to that you would still like to build with? But there's definitely this idea coming from both ends here that there is an inability to build. There's an inability to build, you know. But I feel like there's still emotion here. There's still emotion and feeling, you know. But let's pull a healing card. Why don't we pull a card of healing? And let's see what we can get out of that as far as advice goes for healing for Aquarius, January of 2020. Let's see what we end up getting. Let's see what we get here. Discover your life purpose. Aquarius. Start asking yourself, what is the meaning of life, you know? As a soul who's having a physical experience, you know, we're all here having a physical experience. You're here to grow and learn, right? And you're being asked to immerse yourself in this life by expanding and stretching and understanding your reasons for being here. And I have to tell you, I'm getting this going back to the Magician reverse energy and the Hierophant reverse. I feel like, you know, what you were maybe not being forthcoming about is you having this sort of like, you know, the term like a come to Jesus moment about what it is that you really want to do with your life, but you not maybe being front and center with yourself out of fear of what that is. You know, nothing is impossible for a soul who's following its destiny. See, your guides and your angels and your higher self are constantly communicating with you through signs, Aquarius, you know, like through feelings that you get or people that you see or songs that you hear or different kinds of books, you know, anything like that. So this is an energy that's recommending you follow your hunches because you're being given very important guidance now, which can show up via like a strong feeling to maybe travel somewhere or talk to somebody. You know, call somebody specific or take a certain class, go to a seminar, anything like that. I feel like there's a very artistic energy about this, to write or to paint for some of you, something like that. But no matter how far-fetched your inner guidance is, you need to listen to it. Your soul's purpose includes a combination of experiences that your mind doesn't understand right now, but that your soul needs to process and learn through and grow and tap into. So some of these experiences will be really enjoyable and heightened, but others are going to be really challenging right now for you. I feel like you're going to be struggling through something as you get to know yourself. So just give yourself permission to focus on what really makes your heart really happy and put your intensity and emotions into attracting things that you really, really want for yourself and not things that are going to feel like they're not a good vibrational match to you, or that you feel like ultimately is not going to serve you, or you feel like, stay away from energies that you feel like are going to pull you down somehow. It's about you being very, very honest with yourself and just really self-accepting. Discovering your life purpose. I really like it, Aquarius. I do. Aquarius, that is what I have for you for January of 2020. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for joining me and supporting me since I started my journey. It hasn't been a year yet, but I feel really so honored to be involved in such a cool community. So many beautiful souls out there, and you guys are so empathetic and compassionate to each other in the comments. I feel very fortunate because I know a lot of friends of mine on YouTube, they have far different stories to share as far as the community that they're a part of. A lot of negativity, and I feel so grateful that I don't really deal with that very much, all but a few. And I'm so grateful to all of you for that because you're all part of that. Thanks so much, guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.